And I'm back. I'm collecting wood, stone and clay. I'm trying to survive out the night. Now I left this game before the Christmas break. What's Christmas? I'm not quite sure. Oh man, I've just burnt through another axe. Can't believe how quickly they go. And they're this poor. It's quite shocking. Just keep expecting more Z's to come up at any moment. I'm thinking of building an underground base down there in the sand, because it's quite flat over there. And I'll be quite close and able to dig underneath this biome, so I should be able to get like oil shale from the sand and iron etc. from here. Okay, that worked out well. Yeah, it's heading up to dark night pretty quick. Let's head over here. Oh boy, he's run out of puff already. There's grass in the way, stopping it upgrading. Right, where's the way in? I don't remember. That'll be it there. Yep. Yay! Here's my wonderful base with my one torch. Okay, so let's offload everything we can. Don't need any of this. I have 2 meat. Is that it? A couple of cans of food. Oh boy, I'm hitting night time with no water. I got 1 yucca juice. How much yucca have I got? 40. Okay, so that should be enough to get me through the night with any luck. I could build a base down here, start digging here overnight, and then build up a cobblestone base around where this wood is. Yeah, that's a possibility. Let's get rid of all this stuff I'm not really sure I need. I've got those cobblestone frames. I wonder. I haven't got a campfire here, so we can fix that start first off. Where'd it go? There it is. Because I've got a cooking pot now as well, so I can get that laid down. So let's get the fire down. And the cooking pot was in here, so let's grab these. Put the pot in there. And let's cook these up. Charred meat, that's all we can do at the moment, I think. Did I get any eggs? Oh, yeah, I've got a pot. Did I get any eggs? I did! So that's even better. We can have bacon and eggs. Fantastic. Right, so we need 3 wood. Cook that up to start with. That'll give me, I think, about 30 points of hunger solved. I've got an egg there as well. You can eat raw eggs. Doesn't give you a lot, and it can make you feel a bit sick after a while, but it's not a particularly big deal, to be honest. You know what, I'm thinking I might well start digging. I've got nothing to lose, that's for sure. Except I've got a terrible, terrible shovel. And no lights, so I'm not going to do a lot of digging tonight, to be honest. Okay, so this gives me 15 fullness and extra health, and that's not to be sniffed at, that's for sure. Okay, so that's good, that's a good start. Now I've eaten multiple bacon and eggs at once, and like it says +1 wellness, and by eating 2 you don't get 2 wellness. So I wondered if eating a second one, well, it's still got the earlier effects of healing, maybe that stops it happening. So let's try this one. So there's the healing effect. Yeah, so you need to space out how you eat them. Don't eat them really quickly one after the other. That's a mistake, it seems. Okay, so let's go for these cobblestone rocks, because I don't think it's going to be wasted. 240. Let's just go for 200 and see what that does for us. Now, have I got any feathers in my box? Have I managed to pick any feathers up while I was out and about? No. Darn it. Okay, I've got all this iron here. I'm going to split that as well now. Intention is that I will start scrapping that into iron as well. I know I could save it, but it's really not worth the effort of trying to save it. Oh boy, the zombies are running now. Gotta be quiet. So I'm making cobblestone rocks quietly, it seems. Oh man, getting drinky thirsty now. Yucca juice is good. Takes 4 of that yucca fruit, but that's fine. I think I've got enough to get me through the night here. Then I'll scrap one of these. Yeah, let's get rid of this other stuff. Get rid of the snowberries, the eggs, the dirt. Yeah, I've got 48 clay left on me. That's no good to me. What else have we got here? 2 snowberries, coffee beans. I could plant these maple seeds in the early morning. That might be worth doing. Gunpowder. I don't know why I've kept that. The pistol might be of some use, maybe. I've already got 186. Ah, so I made this reinforced club with that, did I? Okay. Fair enough. Another 48 seconds. So what have I discovered on the map? So this is, obviously I woke up over here and came down here. I'm actually close to 3 biomes. So if I do build a base, I want to move south just a little bit, try and find a little flat area here so that I can dig into all 3 of these biomes. I've still got a lot of this town to investigate, but I'm not going to do that at night, not on day 2. Okay, how are we doing crafting wise here? Do you know what, I think I'm going to cancel this, because my time will be better spent doing other stuff, I think, rather than scrapping that. That's something to do on the run. Okay, that's good. Okay, so my cobblestones is done. My juice is done. Excellent. So what have I got on my favourites? Stone axe. How many of them can we make? Well, I don't actually want to make that many. Let's just hit 20 for now. Wow. Was it 3 seconds apiece? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 seconds apiece. Oh my giddy aunt. So let's scrap some of these crappier ones. So my bow is at least 207, so that's something. Obviously I spent the previous night, I can't remember, it was before Christmas, but I spent the previous night making clubs. Got myself up to over 200. I need to play a bit catch up here. These stone axes. Unfortunately I haven't got really enough stone and fibre to keep doing this all night, but we'll see how it goes. So I have been playing 7 Days to Die pretty much over the whole Christmas New Year break, nearly a week. 5-6 hours a day most of the time. But it's amazing with this game. It's still, despite that experience, I'm still not an expert. There's still tons of recipes I haven't tried. But I was playing Dead is Dead like this. And having some wacky and wild adventures. I had one time I got up to, what was it, day 11? A couple of dogs jumped me. I made the mistake of going into, I don't know what it's called. It's like, there's a green haze in that biome, and there was just dogs everywhere. I beat off like 4 of them, and then another 2 came along, and I just didn't have the hits to survive their attacks. It was vicious and nasty. And then the last game I got up to like day 23, and it was just crazy. I went into a town, I beat off some zombies, then I was attacked by 2 dogs, but I managed to handle that. And then I turned I fought some zombies in front of a building, turned the first corner, ran into the dogs, killed the dogs. Was just congratulating myself on how well I'd done. Turned the corner into a horde of zombies, but the main thing was a zombie bear. I heard cops there in the background, but I was too busy running by that point. And his zombie bear chased me right out of town. I jumped onto one of the large rocks outside of town and I started shooting it. Unfortunately, it buried its head in the rock, so I couldn't shoot it in the head. So I just started shooting it in the rump. But it just was destroying the rock. It was so strong. Just destroyed the rock from under me. And basically then I fell to the ground and it had me before I could do anything else. That is not pleasant, I can tell you. I've heard people talk about zombie bears before, but I'd never seen one. I mean, watching Let's Plays, and I saw people say, "Oh, there's a zombie bear," and then when they go look for it, it's gone. So I'd never actually seen one until it killed me. Then I got far too good a look at it, to be honest. Okay, I think we can do another round of axes here as well. Wow. If I had a better quality axe so that I had more than enough wood, I'd just be dropping these rather than scrapping them, but I need to reuse the wood at the moment. So I can now fill 20 odd cobblestone frames with cobblestone. So I think that'll be a good start, but I'll need to get more clay and more stone, more clay first, I think. Let's see, have I got, yeah. Why didn't I favourite clubs? That was silly. Right, here we go. Let's get another 20 of these going. You see, I've got too few stones. Too few stones. But I want to go back into that town tomorrow, so I need to pick up more feathers, make some more stones. Did I actually get any leather? Because I'm thinking in terms of making a set of bellows and then a forge. No, I've only got cloth fragments. If I can find a hotel, the hotels usually have a lot of leather couches in them, and so that'll be a good source of leather. But I need 20 of them, 50 stone is it, and 50 clay I think to make a forge. But again, I don't want to make that until I've dug down a little, because it just attracts the bad guys. Nobody needs bad guys first day back after Christmas, huh? What are we doing here? Still got 8 more to craft. Not going to get to 100, I don't think, not tonight, but we'll see. Talking of tonight, what's the time? 1:30. Okay, got a few more hours yet. As a general rule, I don't leave my house until 6 o'clock. I believe in some games they stop running at 4, but I've been caught out that way. I don't want to get caught out that way again. It's just not worth it. I can wait till 6. I suppose I could just get to 4 o'clock and then stand on top of my walls and see if I can see any zombies doing anything. See if they're running. Problem is, if they see me, then I'm going to attract a horde of the darn things. Which again, it would be nice to know if my setup is like that. But it's not worth the risk when you're playing Dead is Dead. I just don't want to risk any of that. Oh, we're not doing bad actually. We can do another round of stone axes. And it's definitely worth it. When they're such low level to start with, every one you craft practically gets you up a level, or one or two of them. Well, there you go. Prove me point. Will this be 98? Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay that easy. After you get to, what is it, 100? Then it starts taking 2 axes. Is it at 100? No, maybe it's 110, something like that, where you start needing to craft multiple items to go up a quality level. Might see that here. Let's see. Scrap that. Scrap that. Scrap that. Oh, there we go. Look, 2 103s. Then 104. So it'll be 2 104s and then 105. Oh no. Oh, that's weird. 104, 1 105, 1 106. So how come there were 2 103s? That's weird. It's like it's not a smooth progression. Then it's 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm confused. 209s. Should be at 111. Yeah, that's weird. Why is it not a steady, straightforward progression? That is pretty strange, if you ask me. But nobody asked me, so what do I care, huh? Whoa. So I think tomorrow I'll think in terms of trying to select a spot and start working on building that cobblestone framework. I might not move into it tomorrow, but I'll start the framework, maybe get 20 or so blocks filled in. What's that, 1 and a bit layers probably of a similar structure to this. But all it's basically going to do is house a tunnel down, so I'll be able to start digging a tunnel down. Actually, I've got a pot now. Have I got any animal fat? No, I haven't killed any animals, it seems. Though I had the meat. If I had the meat, why haven't I got the fat? Was it a chicken I killed? Yeah, it probably was a chicken. I don't think you get any fat with a chicken. That's probably what it was. Mind you, it would have given me a bunch of feathers, so that's good news. Okay, so this iron reinforced club, I might scrap that and make a new one when we get into the 5 o'clock range, and I'll probably do a new bow as well, because this one's partially worn out anyway, and I'm going to have a higher quality bow by then. So let's start scrapping these. Actually, let's drink that as well now we've got it. Get down there, glass jar. Alright, let's scrap these. Yeah, an iron reinforced club isn't that much better than just a wooden club, to be honest, but until we can get like a barbed wire wrapped club, or better still a spike club, we're not going to do much better. The joy of making these wooden clubs is that they craft so quick, so your skill goes up. You see, I've only got 76 stones left now, but yeah, let's just stick with clubs for now. Okay, 233, 234, 234, so that's 2, 3, 4, 4 at the same level now. Okay, quite a few of these. It's just a very boring night, I'm afraid. I don't want to peep over the parapet or some zombie will see me and ruin everything. My only hope here is to keep out of sight when the walls are made of, well, plywood. There's one zombie. I suppose I could climb up onto the wall and try and shoot it, but I can't see out there. It's dark. And all the noise will attract more zombies. It's just not a fight you really want to have. Yeah, that sand will be a good base, to be honest. Okay, what are we doing for time? It's coming on to 3:40, so let's do another wad of these. So yeah, I obviously haven't looked very far around this town, but so far all I've seen is a few houses, I think. What I'd really like to see is working stiff tools, and I'd like to go in there and immediately find calipers would be nice. I'd like to find a library and get the mini bike book, which I really do. All my games, I really struggle to find the mini bike, and it's just, I don't know. Finding calipers is difficult, but that seems to be easier than finding the mini bike book. See, I tend to go into the cracker books. I open up all the shelves and find nothing, just plain paper. Or the knife book, which is practically useless, to be honest. When you can make shivs, I mean, what good is that? So what are we doing for time wise? Coming up to 4. Couple more hours of doing this. Although I am starting to run low on wood now. That's the other danger. Yeah, so I've got games where I've got to day 28 without the mini bikes. Every time I go out to do some looting, I'm having to spend the night out on a rooftop somewhere, hiding from the Z's, because I can't just drive there and drive back. Which is it's really annoying, because it takes you half a day to get to the place that you want to loot, and then you've only got a couple of hours before you have to start thinking about, right, where am I holding up tonight? And then you can have another half day travelling back, which means you've got barely any time to do anything when you do get back. Yeah, food is going to be an issue. I'm going to need to get some yucca fruit inside me, I think, as soon as possible. Let's get that one of them brewing. See, as long as you've got one glass jar, the yucca fruit can keep you, and a pile of yucca fruit, it can keep you running all day. You just keep eating the yucca and drinking the juice. Really, that's one of the really great things about being in the desert biome. Yeah, so how are we doing for time here? Coming on for 5. I'm going to do another 20 of these and then I'll refresh my bow, etc. But I'll leave this video here for now, and next time I come back I should be going out on another loot run, and the day will be a combination of looting and building the cobblestone frame base, or at least getting the base level of the base done. Okay, I shall see you next time. Bye.